Yeah, sure. So my name's Danny Hawthorne. I'm the chairperson of the Scottish Fin and Foil Association, the home of windsurfing, wing and foil in Scotland.
Fantastic. And where are we and what's happening at the moment?
So just now we're in Stranraer, the town of Stranraer in the southwest of Scotland. We've got the wonderful Loch Ryan here, which is the venue for our Fin and Foil Open Championships 2024. This is the second year we've done this. Last year was a really good, fantastic event, and this year it's bigger, better and brighter. It's fantastic.
Fantastic, absolutely. And there's tons going on. Just what have we got on the go?
So this week we've had 2 days of training for the youth fleets of the Techno fleet, which is the youth windsurfers, and the IQ Foil, which is the youth windsurf foilers. We've had the X15, a brand new fleet from Starboard, which is the youth wing foilers, joining us on the Wednesday with adult training too. And on Wednesday we kicked off the racing 5-day multi-class race event for windsurfers, wingers and foilers, and it's been brilliant so far.
Brilliant. And just how special is an event like this? You know, you've got lots on the go, like we just touched on, bringing together people of all ages. Just what an atmosphere it is you've created.
Yeah, I think that was the whole purpose of the Fin and Foil Association, was to host a major event, a major international event. We've got people from not just UK but overseas too this time, and to be the focal point for all the hard work that goes on through the year. So we've got clubs in Scotland, venues in Scotland, and make this the focal point, bring it all together and make it a big international event. And it's so far so good. It's going great. I think that you can see the chaos behind us. It's just buzzing. It's really good.
Absolutely, and you know, you're really making some of the top role models in the sport visible as well by bringing them together, you know, in the one place with the rest of the competitors. I saw Isla Watson out on the foils this afternoon. We've got Rafferty Reid. How special is it to make these role models visible?
I think it's fantastic they're making the effort to come to this, and I think it's tantamount to the event we've put on, but also these guys are giving back to the younger ones and the adults that are here too, learning the sports too. So yeah, as you say, we've got Isla Watson. It's fantastic. We've got a team of the GB squad trying out all their drones and coming up with some really good live streaming this year. That's fantastic. Rafferty Reid in the wings and lots of we're really pleased to have these guys support the event. It's fantastic.
And showcasing Stranraer as a venue as well as the hope to put Scotland and Stranraer on the map for future events.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a hugely well-known place, Stranraer. It's well known for it used to be the ferry across to Northern Ireland, but now this is the wind sports venue. The loch is huge. You can see it. You can put 2 or 3 championship courses on the loch there. The town is so welcoming. It's just right here on the beach. It's so good. There's loads of facilities. The people are fantastic. They're welcoming. They allow us to come and, you know, trash their seafront for a week, which is brilliant. So yeah, Stranraer is an international venue for wind sports now.
Okay, well, how's it going everyone? I'm Rafferty Reid and I am a wing foiler, so I shred around doing competitions on wing foiling.
Fantastic, and how's Stranraer been as a venue so far?
Well, actually I came here with interesting thoughts. I didn't quite know what it was going to be like. Some people said it was going to be a bit wet, some people it was going to be quite sunny. And I'll tell you what, I arrived and it's just been dreamy. The sun has been going, the wind has been going, and also it's been warm. So it's been top tier so far.
Fantastic, well, I'm glad to hear it. And Fin and Foil as an event, we've got lots going on, all ages, all abilities. How's it been?
It's been wicked. I mean, just outside on the water today, we had wing foilers, we had windsurfers, and we had wind foiling overall. Kids from all around the country. I mean, I travelled about 10 hours to get here, but I'm so happy I did, along with everyone else. I mean, I'm not too sure how many got here, but looked out on the water, it looked like it was a swarm, absolute swarm. Everyone enjoying water sports, having a good time, and enjoying the Stranraer here in Scotland.
Brilliant, and so nice to have the likes of yourself, and we've got Isla Watson here, some role models with the winging and the windsurfing community. It's quite nice to be here with some of the younger generations and culture a little bit of that passion going forward.
Yeah, it's so cool. I don't know if I'm a role model or not. I mean, that would be pretty cool if people would say that. I mean, because I remember when I was a kid coming to these competitions and I looked up to these guys who were like, they were who exactly I wanted to be like. You know, they travel, they experience the sport full time. And now I'm one of them. It's so cool to see, and I just want to transfer that to all these kids coming up now and showing how cool this sport can be, how you can make your life out of it, and just, you know, not be rich with money. I mean, hopefully rich with money in the future with sport, but I'm rich with fun. and hopefully everyone else here is rich with fun as well.
Absolutely. And what's next on the calendar for you? Where's next after here?
Somewhere quite exotic actually. I mean, on Thursday, which is middle of next week, I'm heading off to China for the next World Cup with wing foiling. It's a really important one actually. It's got the most points and it's also 60k's worth of prize money. So you never know. That might be my time to time to splash the dosh. So, but no, I'm just going to have a good time and hopefully it'll be fun.
Brilliant. And what about future years? Would you get fin and foil back in the diary if it all lines up?
100%. I'll tell you what. Actually, after this, I might put it on the old diary straight away and tick that off for next year. I mean, it's been a really good competition so far, and not so much a competition, but also just, as you said, a festival. Everyone enjoying water sports, having fun, and I'm really happy to be a part of it.
Fantastic. One final one, put you on the spot like I'm putting everyone else on the spot. 3 words for fin and foil. 3 words.
Cool, blimey. Dreamy. Yeah, that's pretty tricky, that one. Yeah, dreamy, beautiful, and oh, cool, blimey! I don't even know. Holy moly!
There we go. Fantastic. Thank you. Your name.
My name's Hannah Logan. I am the local and co-organiser of the event with Robin Nicol. I'm also the event safety officer, and today I got to go out on a boat.
Brilliant. And fin and foil, it's pretty exciting for Stranraer. We've got a lot of different things going on. Is the combination of activity part of what makes fin and foil special?
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
Yeah, sure. So my name's Danny Hawthorne. I'm the chairperson of the Scottish Fin and Foil Association, the home of windsurfing, wing and foil in Scotland.
Fantastic. And where are we and what's happening at the moment?
So just now we're in Stranraer, the town of Stranraer in the southwest of Scotland. We've got the wonderful Loch Ryan here, which is the venue for our Fin and Foil Open Championships 2024. This is the second year we've done this. Last year was a really good, fantastic event, and this year it's bigger, better and brighter. It's fantastic.
Fantastic, absolutely. And there's tons going on. Just what have we got on the go?
So this week we've had 2 days of training for the youth fleets of the Techno fleet, which is the youth windsurfers, and the IQ Foil, which is the youth windsurf foilers. We've had the X15, a brand new fleet from Starboard, which is the youth wing foilers, joining us on the Wednesday with adult training too. And on Wednesday we kicked off the racing 5-day multi-class race event for windsurfers, wingers and foilers, and it's been brilliant so far.
Brilliant. And just how special is an event like this? You've got
Introduce yourself. What class are you competing at this event?
Okay, hello, I'm Freddie Strawson from Poole, and I'm competing in the open wing foil class.
Nice. What's your sporting background?
I'm actually an ex-professional rower, so I used to be in the under 23 GB team for rowing, and I left probably 4 years ago, and I've just been working, doing other things, but now I've just started competing full time in wing racing, so yeah, I'd like to follow a similar trajectory with that.
Perfect. Have you been to Scotland before?
Yeah, once or twice, long time ago. Yeah,
Nice,
yeah,
nice. You looking forward to the racing then?
yeah, big time. Yeah, yeah.
How many events have you competed in the wing?
2 or 3.
Nice.
Yeah.
How did they go, mate?
Okay, the first couple I missed most of the starts because I'm not very good at the whole tactics thing. But yeah, I won actually one of the nationals a month ago or so, which was good. And yeah, done some I went to Holland and that was really good. That was really fun, just to meet all these people and then try and chase them down.
Nice. So you're fully hooked to the winging?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Nice, nice. And you prefer it to the rowing? What's your...
Yeah. But there's a lot more flair and excitement in it. Yeah.
Nice. Well, mate, we'll be looking forward to watching you. Yeah.
Cool,
That
thank
was
you.
Rafty Reed, one of the top wingers.
Yeah, he's number one. Yeah,
So-
thank you.
You think you've got Rafty this week? You think Hello, hello. Welcome to the afternoon of the Fin and Foil Championships, penultimate day. We did 2 races this morning, 2 finished races, actually 3 in the IQ Foil. We'll be going on to the 4th race of the day and we'll see how it goes. Currently you see the IQ Foils all bunching up around the committee boat. That means we'll be starting imminently. The flags are currently not up, but very soon I'm sure we'll be starting, and I look forward to some racing. We are currently going to be doing PD3, which is the slalom course, reach, downwind, reach, reach. However, that's open to change and I'll update you nearer the time. So we're just going to carry on watching the committee boat until the flags suggest we'll be going soon, and then I'll be commentating into the racing. We'll be focusing on the IQ foils for the start of the afternoon, and then we'll be running into the wingers after the IQ foilers go in. So they've got 2 races planned for the IQ foilers, and then we'll be into the open wing class, which consists of the X15s and many other wing varieties as well. We've got 19 IQ foilers out. Currently the top sailors are Isla Watson, Dan McGregor, and we also had Charlie coming from England, doing very well. There's lots of top juniors, but at the front of the fleet it was the youths this morning. We'll be going into racing, I suspect, within the next 10 minutes, so I'll be commenting on that then. Okay, we're in sequence for the first race of this afternoon, IQ Foil Racing here in Stranraer Fin and Foil event. It's looking a bit lighter than this morning. The breeze has shifted all the way to the right. It looks a lot steadier, less gusty if you were watching this morning. So we look like we're going to get some good slalom racing. I believe we'll be doing a slalom PD course. But we'll find out very shortly as they approach the line. The IQ foilers are in the last 3 minutes, and they'll be looking to get foiling and go through their pre-start routine now. It's confirmed we're on PD3, so that's port start, reach, downwind, and then it's a couple of slalom marks to finish, reaching slalom to finish. Okay, I believe that's the start just going off now. It's a primarily non-foiling start. As you can see, only 4 of the fleet has actually made it off the foiling. This is fairly common in gusty light conditions. The top 4 sailors are going. We do need 5 to finish the race for it to be a valid race. We'll see how it goes. One sailor is really out at front. I believe that's Isla Watson on the senior board. They're really storming ahead, followed up closely by 2 other sailors. We'll see them as they round. That's Isla Watson rounding the top mark and heading downwind. It's PD3, so she'll be going downwind to another mark which she'll be rounding on port also. So it's a double jibe downwind. It's really a 4-board race currently. I believe, okay, that's 3 boards foiling out the back. That's 3 other boards. So in total, we are at 7 boards foiling. You can see at the committee boat, the other boards are starting to get foiling. So it does look like this will be a valid race. But at the front, it is really a 4-board competition with the leader in a very good spot, really. I believe the leader is Isla Watson, but we'll get at the leeward mark, we'll get a close-in shot to see the sail numbers, and we'll really find out. That's the leader just jibing off now. She'll have 1 more jibe before the reach mark, and we'll find out who that is very shortly. But a very nice lead. It's going to be very hard for the rest of the sailors to catch up. At the back, first and second seems to be pretty solid. Third, there's a fight for third going on further on in the back, as you can see. Yep, that's Isla Watson. Isla Watson ahead. Isla's a British sailing team sailor. She's finished top 5 in the worlds multiple times, and she is really a top sailor. Top 3 girls in the UK, and you know, she's pumping. There she is, jibing onto the ley line for the downwind mark, and then she'll be reaching. Looks like she's jibed a bit early. She's going to have a really tough pump to make that mark. If you underlay in these light conditions, it can be disastrous. You can fall off the foil, and then you can really go from first to last. Let's hope that doesn't happen to Isla. She's made it perfectly, and she's good. She's round, and now she's on reach, and she will be finishing. The other sailors following up behind, second and third, are rounding now. We'll see who they are. Yep, that's second, good line, rounding now, and that looks like a really good spot. Third is just rounding now, and then following up super light gusty conditions, as you can see, but everyone is now foiling, so it's fair racing. It's the sorts of conditions that you really do not want to drop off the foil in. If you get stuck in a corner and you don't foil, then you could that's primarily due to the start we saw, where only 3 boards off the line, 4 boards I believe, were initially foiling, and then 3 other boards got up, making it 7 boards. So by the time the top 7 had rounded the first mark, that's when the rest of the fleet kind of started to get up. So that's why we've got such a big separation in the fleet. Usually there's not such a big separation in these slalom races because it's such a short, but due to that start we do have a decent amount of separation. There's a overtake happening, a lot of pumping. Okay, that's GBR 170 overtaking GBR 329. That was a really good overtake, but pumping. GBR 170 really has got some good reaching speed there. And then just going in for the jibe, going in at the jibe back, jibing on the inside, jibing on this side. That's an overtake. Very, very good by GBR 170. Oh, there's a crash. And that's unfortunately what happens in these light air racing. Like, if you don't commit and don't get your jibe right, you end up quickly in the water. GBR 170, really impressive comeback there. They weren't in the best spot, but then they got back, and really, really impressive comeback by GBR 170 there. They took 2 places just in the reach. Changing shot, we're now at the committee vote. That's the end of race 1 of the afternoon, and we'll be going into race 2 shortly as the sailors make it the way upwind to the start line again. We'll be rolling quite fast into it. I suspect there won't be much delay, as efficiency is the priority with this race crew and getting through. We've got multiple classes at this event. We've got the wings as well that they'll want to get through this afternoon, so they want to be efficient. As we see the build up vacuum at the committee vote, that's when we start vacuums again. Okay, guys. I believe that's AP going up, unfortunately. I'm not sure why that is. Multiple reasoning. One of them could be the wind shifted, the wind's picked up, they want to change course. But we'll find out soon. Nothing's official until that AP flag is raised, but I would expect some delay. We'll carry on filming the boat until the AP is confirmed, and then if it is confirmed, we're going to shift you to some interviews from earlier, and then come back to you with the racing when the AP is brought down. Okay, so that postponement was actually AP over hotel, which means go home, but it's not go home for the IQs, it's actually go home for the wingers. So the wingers are going back. They'll be going back out, I suspect, after the IQs have finished the racing, but for now the race crew have decided to work just purely on the IQs, so we'll have IQ racing. Then once the IQs are sent ashore, then the wingers will come back out and we'll be following some wing racing. So we're IQ only currently. Still waiting ashore, but I suspect they'll be starting the IQs relatively shortly. I'm just going to put you into an interview with Rona, one of the Scottish sailing team sailors from earlier. She's improving very quickly and she is one to watch in future IQ events and the racing this afternoon.
You're back for a second year at Scottish Fin and Foil. How have you found your last few days?
No, it's been really good. Wind's been keeping up. Got a few course races and got some slalom races in there too, and today we're doing a marathon race. So.
And how does the thought of doing the marathon today make you feel?
A bit scary, a bit long. It's going to be a tough day, but can't wait for it.
So for somebody that doesn't know what a marathon race is, can you give us a bit of an overview as to what to expect?
A marathon race is just a really long race. Normally takes up to 45 to even like an hour and a half. Yeah, it's going everywhere. It's 50 nautical miles today, so
that's epic. So, and you did some pre-training on Monday and Tuesday with some of the amazing coaches that we've got here. How did you find that?
It was good having some new coaches like Andy Brown. Never got coached by him before, but yeah, he's a good guy.
Super, brilliant. And what do you think about Stranraer as a kind of locations? Because you've obviously sailed all over Scotland, you've been to the south coast as well, so what stands out for you with Stranraer here?
Well, I mean, it's constantly been windy this week, so there's never been a point when there's been no wind, so that's positive from here. So yeah.
And the other thing that's unique about this event is we've got not just IQs, we've got wings and we've got race boards and we've got folk that are just learning as well there too. How do you find that mix?
No, yeah, it's like bringing all of the water sports together, and it definitely makes other people want to try the different water sport as well. So no, it's good having those.
So tell me, what's your wins for today? What are you looking to do today?
Just survive the course, get around it. Maybe under an hour and 20, hour 30, so we'll see how that goes.
That'd be really good, that's super. And if anybody wanted to try kind of any sort of wind sports, particularly, sometimes we're always trying to encourage sort of girls and females, what would your message to them be as well, do you think?
Just go try it, because you never know what's going to happen if you don't try it. So,
how did you start out of interest? How did you start?
I started at Clyde Windsurfing Club at Loch Gwynedd. I've been doing it for about 6-7 years now. But yeah, looking forward to getting out in the water and doing
So just the message is just give it a go. If you're interested, find a local club and just give it a go then. Rhona, fantastic. Listen, really good luck for today. It's going to be epic. You're smiling just now. I hope that when we see you back off the water, you're going to still be smiling. So yeah, very best of luck. Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you. Scottish Fin and Foil Marathon. How are you feeling right now?
No, I'm good. Yeah, I managed to beat my time that I aimed here. So,
Good job.
Yeah.
And what was it? How did it feel like there today?
It was good. It wasn't as windy as I thought it would be though, but no, it was still cool.
Yeah.
We got to ride past all the ferries and things, so yeah, it was good.
Superb. And how did it feel on the start line with the wings?
Yeah, it was busy.
Yeah?
It was a bit hectic, but no, we managed to get through it. So
You've done amazingly well. You've done 15 nautical miles, which is epic. How's your body feeling at the moment?
back was cramping up a bit on the last upwind, but no, all fine. Ready for some more.
And what a loch to do it on as well. How did it feel being in that huge open space there today?
No, it was cool. You got to tour around the loch as well as race, so no, it was good.
Listen, you've done absolutely fantastically well, so good job. Get fueled up and ready for an afternoon session. Well done.
Perfect. Cheers. Okay, we're still waiting for the IQ foil racing to happen again. We've just finished race 1 of this afternoon. We'll be running into race 2 hopefully very shortly. Currently only 2 boats visible by the committee boat. I think everyone else will be having a drink, having a debrief from Ali Masters, their coach out here, and refocusing for the next race. I think the course is going to be the same, so it'll still be PD free, which is the reach, downwind, reach, and finish. It's a good course, very quick, only need to sail reaching and downwind, and this is primarily what they run in the light winds in the IQ foil, and that's just because on that point it's pretty hard to run races if it's very up and down, and that's what the conditions we've got. It's coming in from 7 to 12 knots, often more closer to the 7 end than the 12, but it is pumping in and out, so we will keep an eye on the course board on the boat, and if it does change we'll let you know, but for now PD free. As we can see AP is still up on the committee boat. Once that AP flag is down, which is the red and white sock looking flag, once that's down, we'll be starting the racing. Until then, we are on postponement. Postponement happens in our sport, and as part of the game, the sailors will be recovering, reviewing and refueling is the main thing they'll be doing. It's a good opportunity to eat, have a drink and relax, and then they'll be looking to do some pre-start stuff, make sure the course and the conditions hasn't changed. Sometimes the committee do change the mark positions, and sometimes the conditions do change and the priorities will change with that. So the good sailors will also be using the time as well as refueling to make sure there's no changes to the course, because sometimes you can get a sneaky little advantage by noticing something that the others have assumed hasn't changed. Quite often they move the marks, lengthen or shorten the course depending on the wind going up and down, or potentially if the previous race wasn't to the race committee's preferred target time. So often it's good to keep an eye out if you are in that situation and make sure things haven't changed, the priorities therefore won't have changed on the race course. But we are currently on postponement and I will update you when that changes. But for now, the waiting game continues. Hopefully not so long, because it is quite good wind out there currently. Guys, this is Rafty Reed, one of the top wingers, top 10 in the world in the wing tour, I believe. Maybe 12th, maybe just outside the top 10, but really, really top level winger. He's on all the good equipment, all the skills, all the starting experience. The guy's been racing for 10 years. He did Techno, RSX, IQ Foil, and now he's doing winging, and he's one of the best out there. Super interesting guy as well. He does the commentary for the IQ class. He does lots of stuff. His social media is crazy. If you check out Rafty Reed on social media, he's a pretty talented winger and very smooth out there. So he is the one to beat on the wing course when we do the wing racing later. He is really the one to beat. We're just coming in with that drone now, and we'll be going out with the next drone. So very soon we'll be launching into the racing. For now, we're just going to try and get you some views from out there on the water, but hopefully very soon we'll be running into the IQ racing. Okay, guys, we're still on AP, as you can see by the red and white sock flying on the committee boat. But there are a lot of IQ foilers milling around. I believe it's dropped to 6 knots up there, which is the issue. So they are waiting for some wind, but we do have some foilers foiling around, which suggests that the gusts are significantly higher than 6 knots. So we'll hope that the wind becomes consistent enough to race very soon, and then we'll be back at it for IQ Foil Race 2 of the afternoon. We've just had an announcement, 4 minutes until the start on PD 3. So that's the same course as earlier on. That's the reach, downwind, reach, finish. Very simple course, and it's all about how you execute that start. The start is very important, and then in this light breeze it's about how well you can stay on the foil and execute those ley lines. Honestly, if you round the first marking first, and you sail your own race and stay in the pressure and keep within the ley lines, you'll likely stay in first. It's really difficult to pick up a speed edge in this wind. Okay, that's the AP down, so we are very eminently going to start with our 3 minutes, and then we're off. The IQ foilers will all be preparing to start their watches and should all be making their way to the committee boat. It's very funny how sound travels and the delay. Actually, if you're not right at that committee boat when they sound the horn, then you're likely to have a second delay or half a second delay on your start watch, which at this speed that they go can be a significant distance, and a significant distance off the line often is the difference between first and a 10th or 10th and a last. So it's very important to get really close to that committee boat to start your watch. I believe that's Rafa buzzing through the IQ foilers. That's Rafty Reed, top winger. Hopefully he stays out of the course during the actual start sequence, but he seems to be very happily foiling, so hopefully that will be the same for the IQ foilers. Yep, we see an IQ foiler foiling at the bottom, so that's good news for our race. That's the 3 minutes up now, so everyone will be going through their own pre-start routine, and within 3 minutes we'll see the start. We've just had news that this will be the final race of the day. So this will be the final race of the day for the IQ Foil fleet, and then we're going to have the wings out. So this will be the final race for the IQ Foil fleet, and let's see. The front runners, the one to beat has been Isla Watson in the latter races of today. So we'll see if that changes, and if any of the youths, primarily youths and juniors, see if any of them can beat her. Because honestly, if they get off the line better and they ran that first reach mark first, then it's going to be very hard for Isla to overtake on the downwind. As you can see, most people are non-foiling. Very risky business being that side of the line, non-foiling. Often you need to be really careful in this light air not to get stuck within the triangle, which is the committee boat, the pin end and the first mark. If you're within that triangle and the 1 minute signal goes, then you'll be scored with a black flag start, and that is last place +1, so a position you will want to avoid. I believe everyone's foiling now. We can see GBR 943 in the screen currently, foiling quite happily. And honestly, if he's one of the only ones foiling and he maintains foiling into the line, he'll be having a really, really good start. There's a few people foiling now, which is good. Some guys have gone for a more late acceleration technique, and we'll see which pays off. Often, in my personal experience, coming in foiling is the better technique. It's quite a stressful technique when you're off the foil very close to the line, and you've got last 10 seconds, pump, trying to get foiling, very stressful. Everyone's slowing down, bit early to the line. That's Isla Watson there, GBR 20, and then GBR 943 and GBR 69 behind. A few guys coming in a bit behind, fully foiling, pumping. Majority of the fleet at the committee boat, not foiling. That's the start, that's them gone. It looks like a match race between Isla Watson, GBR 20, and the board above. Looks like it's very tight. Isla edging it out slightly currently. But it looks like it's a race for first between these two boats, these two boards. And then third following in their footsteps, about 10 board lengths behind. Isla rounding the first mark on her downwind, followed closely by the board in second. Then third rounding now, fourth rounding now, and fifth, sixth. Really tight race in the third to sixth. I would expect some changes within that. Isla, obviously rounding first, will have a little bit of an advantage because she has clear air to jibe, and often in this downwind slalom, if she plays it well and doesn't go into a lull, that's going to be a big advantage. Like you can see, Isla further downwind and bow forward than the rest of the boards. That's going to give her a good advantage because really she can just jibe when they jibe. She'll be bow forward and further downwind, so it's a really advantaged position there. Although second going in for the early jibe, Isla should follow in quickly. Yep, she does. So she follows in quickly, maintains the position between the competitors and them first and the downwind mark, and effectively cementing her lead. Yep, you can see Isla really extending downwind, looking really good. Right now she'll be very confident in the lead, and all she'll be really doing is thinking about where's the wind, so she stays foiling, and where's the ley lines, so she gets ley lines well. The main thing that she'll be worried about is getting that ley line. She won't want to underlay, as in this light air, that could be disastrous. And I expect she's going to do quite a safe, potentially overlay, because she's got the distance to the board in second to overlay, and we'll see if she takes that precaution. Yep, look, really safe ley line, nice jibe, and she's going in to that downwind mark, and now it's reach. Much easier to stay on the foil during these reaches. I think she's good and cemented in first, so it will be a race for second, third and fourth into this. Obviously it's a series race, so it's about the accumulation of all the scores of the week and not just this individual race. There's second rounding now. Yep, that was the same board that was second at the top. So as I said before, if you round well at that first mark, you're in a really good position going into the rest of the race. Really good. Yep, that's GBR 69. So we are effectively the guys that had the best start off the line, guys and girls, rounding the bottom mark effectively in their position that they started. So it shows really how important that start is in these light airs. Big gap to fourth, but that's a nice position for GBR 400, which is Charlie. He had a super good race yesterday. I think he won the marathon, which is very impressive for him. The marathon was a full hour plus race, and he won it, and so that's really good for Charlie. We're just coming back in with one of the drones, and we'll be followed out by another. But effectively that's the top 10 of the last race of the IQ foil fleet of the day. We'll be switching to the wing now, and we'll be doing some wing coverage. The main guy to beat on the wing will be Rafferty Reid, and then we've got some other really good wingers. We've got Guy Cribb, who ex-windsurf world champion, and by X I mean XXX. It was a long time ago, but he's still on it, and he's a very experienced racer and has been absolutely going after the wing for quite a while. One of the most passionate wingers you'll chat to about equipment, racing, everything. So he's going to be one to watch out there as well. And then another one to watch is a new man called Freddie. and Freddie is from Poole. He's coming from Poole. He's only been racing 3 months, but he's an ex-professional rower, so he's got the cardio. Huge guy, 100 kilos, 6'6", I believe. Absolutely giant of a human. Obviously in the light winds that might not do him any favours, but he'll certainly be quick if he gets a gust, and he is one to watch as well. Super motivated guy. Within 3 months of racing, he's committed to a full-time wing campaign, so he'll be doing the International Wing Tour. Got a trip to China very shortly, and he is fully committed to the professional wing circuit currently. So we'll be watching that soon. That's the IQs just coming across the line. Some of the junior racers, good race for them. As one of the boys really pumping, non-foiling, crossing the line. Who's going to get across first? Ooh, it's tight. I think the non-foiling boy just about managed it, but GBR 170 really gave it a shot for a cheeky little overtake in the last seconds. Horrible when that happens and you're desperately pumping and you can feel guys foiling behind you, coming closer and closer. So it's, I'm on actually the side of the non-foiler. It's pretty devastating when that happens. So just about managed to cross the line in time. A few guys non-foiling here, which unfortunately in these light airs, if you don't have top technique or get a bit unlucky and fall out of the gust, it can become very difficult, and you can ultimately get timed out or get overtaken from behind, because the difference between the guys foiling their speeds and the guys non-foiling is day and night. So as we're watching here, foiler coming in, overtaking a non-foiler, and that's another place. End of the day, the guys at the back should never give up in this light air. That's GBR 512 overtaking a couple of boards there. You should never give up, because there's always opportunities to overtake, and you really don't know what's happening ahead. Quite often in these light airs you'll see a whole bunch of people drop off the foil in front, and then someone from the back will catch a gust and overtake. So you should never give up in racing, but especially in these variable conditions, there's always the opportunity to overtake. But that was the last IQ foil race of the day, and we'll be switching to wing coverage now, which is very exciting. First time broadcasting the wings, so we'll see how they do. The wings all launching and the IQ foilers are all coming in, so there'll be a period of delay as they swap over, but we'll be back to you with live coverage of the wings very soon, hopefully. Get back to you. Unfortunately, I think all the IQs that haven't yet finished may be timed out, and you can tell that because the flag may be down on the finishing boat. Not 100% confident with that, but we'll have confirmation on the results later about whether there were timeouts in that race, because a lot of the foilers did drop off, unfortunately. A lot finished, but some dropped off. there's still wind, there's still wingers foiling, so we will have racing. There may be a slight delay, so we'll just watch some sailing, some views from the water, and then we'll flick into a couple of interviews, and then by then the wingers will be back racing. So we'll link in then. I've just had news from the course that there's no timeouts at Finn and Foyle. Lovely event. Internationally, there would be timeouts, but it's really, really great that Finn and Foyle don't, because it's fairly brutal to watch timeouts. You try your very hardest the whole race and then you don't get a result. Really nice to hear that everyone will be getting a result that finishes the race at Finn and Foyle. Okay guys, I'll just load a video, and this is mainly a Guy Cribb video, who is going to be one of the wingers to watch in the future. Very entertaining guy, very entertaining videos, very entertaining interviews, one of my favourite guys to interview, and we'll be switching on to him. introduce yourself. What class are you competing at this event?
Okay, hello, I'm Freddie Strawson from Poole, and I'm competing in the open wing foil class.
Nice. What's your sporting background?
I'm actually an ex-professional rower, so I used to be in the under-23 GB team for rowing, and I left probably 4 years ago, and I've just been working, doing other things, but now I've just started competing full-time in wing racing, so yeah, I'd like to follow a similar trajectory with that.
Perfect. Have you been to Scotland before?
Yeah, once or twice, long time ago, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. You looking forward to the racing then?
Yeah, big time, yeah.
How many events have you competed in the wing?
2 or 3.
Nice.
Yeah.
How did they go, mate?
Okay, the first couple I missed most of the starts because I'm not very good at the whole tactics thing, but yeah, I won actually one of the nationals a month ago or so, which was good, and yeah, done some I went to Holland, and that was really good. That was really fun, just to meet all these people and then try and chase them down.
Nice. So you're fully hooked to the winging?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Nice, nice. And you prefer it to the rowing? What's your?
Yeah. But there's a lot more flair and excitement in it. Yeah.
Nice. Well, mate, we'll be looking forward to watching you. Yeah.
Cool,
that
thank
was
you.
Rafty Reed, one of the top wingers.
Yeah, he's number one. Yeah,
So,
thank you.
You think you've got Rafty this week? You think?
Yeah, sure. So my name's Danny Hawthorne. I'm the chairperson of the Scottish Fin and Foil Association, the home of windsurfing, wing and foil in Scotland.
Fantastic. And where are we and what's happening at the moment?
So just now we're in Stranraer, the town of Stranraer in the southwest of Scotland. We've got the wonderful Loch Ryan here, which is the venue for our Fin and Foil Open Championships 2024. This is the second year we've done this. Last year was a really good, fantastic event, and this year it's bigger, better and brighter. It's fantastic.
Fantastic, absolutely. And there's tons going on. Just what have we got on the go?
So this week we've had 2 days of training for the youth fleets of the Techno fleet, which is the youth windsurfers, and the IQ Foil, which is the youth windsurf foilers. We've had the X15, a brand new fleet from Starboard, which is the youth wing foilers, joining us on the Wednesday with adult training too. And on Wednesday we kicked off the racing 5-day multi-class race event for windsurfers, wingers and foilers, and it's been brilliant so far.
Brilliant. And just how special is an event like this? You know, you've got lots.
Introduce yourself.
Introduce myself. I'm Guy Cribb. I'm from the other end of this country, and I've driven up from Poole over the last couple of days to be here for the Scottish Fin and Foil thing, which looks epic. I'm actually, literally just arrived. spent 2 days-ish driving in traffic across Britain, and I was the whole time thinking, shall I, shan't I, you know, what is this all about? I'm here, my first impressions is, my goodness, how could I have ever doubted coming here? How would I ever have missed this? Look how many people there are good at, I mean, straight away you can just see it's good. So, yeah, very happy to be here.
What's your ambitions for this event? You going for the dub?
What's the dub?
The win?
Oh, the win?
The gold, the title?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be tough with Raf and Fast Freddy here. Yeah. So, you know, if I get third, I'll be really happy. And if I win it, I'll be overjoyed. So.
You mentioned Fast Freddy. You've been training with Freddy down in Poole, haven't you?
Yeah.
What's your thoughts?
My thoughts are Freddy is world champion material in future because he's 2 meters tall and he's 100 kilos and he's fit, like unbelievably fit. And, you know, when you get a really tall person like that, who isn't gangly and isn't, you know, out of sorts, he is so athletic that from the moment I saw him on the water, I was like, oh my goodness, I haven't seen anyone like that since Bjorn Dunkerbeck, who was the same kind of dimensions with the same athleticism. Bjorn used to be able to stand here on a beach, do a backflip and land on his feet when he was about 110 kilos. There's not many people in the world who can do that, but Freddy's that kind of caliber. So yeah, I've been training him. He's got no racing background. And as you well know, Andy, without the tactics, there's only so far you can go. But his strengths are going to be his speed and his ambition and his agility. He's going to be really good. It's going to take a while.
It's always easier when you're faster, isn't it?
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
So what's your prediction? Freddy versus Rafty?
Well, unfortunately, Freddy hasn't got the fastest foil. He broke his foil the other day, so he is at a bit of a disadvantage for that. But to be fair, I think at the moment Raf would still beat him because Raf's got the full package. He's got all the moves, he's got all the tactics, he's got all the racing experience, and he's on fast equipment, and he's fast. Whereas Freddy has got semi-fast equipment that he's getting used to. He's borrowing boards, foils, wings. He doesn't really know what he's got yet. And he's incredibly talented and fast. But he hasn't done that many starts and races. And he's done a few. He's done enough to know his way around the course. But there's a good chance Freddy's going to make a mistake here or there. And even if he's 10% faster, then Raf's got the whole package. Raf just has to sail a good, consistent race, and I think he'll win. But in a straight line speed event, if they're on equal equipment, no one's going to be faster than Fast Freddy.
So you think at the speed point, we've got...
Here he is. Fred, come and stand in. We're just doing a quick interview. Come and stand in. Here.
Big man.
Yeah, we were just chatting about how fast you can be.
In a straight line, quite fast.
Yeah.
So you think you've got the dub on the speed zone out here?
Yeah, I definitely have it possibility, but it's just whether it happens or not is another thing, you know.
Wonderful. Well,
here we go, Andy.
You guys racing.
Andy, you might as well film this going on the helmet. Here we go. They said put it on the helmet. Put it on the top in case there's any aliens watching.
Wonderful.
Cool.
All right, good luck, guys. Cheers.
Cool. Thank you.
Guy, quick fire interview.
What
was it?
What, the shower?
The racing.
Oh, the racing. Well, you know, there wasn't much wind. It was very little, so the race officers did very well to get any racing in, and they managed to squeeze it in when the gust came through. And they did 2 races for the IQ, 2 races for the wingfoil fleet, and the usual crew were leading, Rafty and Freddy, and everyone else was doing their best, working the gusts. And it was, you know, it was fun. It wasn't actually windy enough to get any pressure out the foil. But it was good. You know, they did the racing. That's what we want to see.
Wonderful. All on for tomorrow. Good luck.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
Cheers.
Okay, guys, all that are watching, we will know in the next 5 minutes whether there's going to be any wing racing happening. The race official, race officer Zed, has just announced over the radio that we'll know in the next 5 minutes at 4:30 whether racing is happening. It looks currently there's a bit of wind out there, but the wings do need a little bit more wind than the IQ foilers, so we will see whether we get some light wing racing or not within 5 minutes. Okay, we'll know very shortly whether the wing racing is going ahead in the next few minutes, but I will put on now a video from Dan McGregor, who is #1 Scottish youth sailor and current youth squad member, so he represents the UK in various international competitions. Just got back from the Embrun European Championships out in France, and he did very well for one of his first internationals. So this is Dan speaking on the event. He is currently really up there in this event as well.
Dan, welcome back to your second Scottish Finn and Foil here in Glenard.
Yes.
Tell us a wee bit about how it's going so far.
It's going quite well at the top. Won most of my races, got 3 seconds, well, Ivan's beat me. Yeah, it's going quite well right now. Very fun.
Brilliant. So you're our #1 IQ foiler in Scotland at the moment as well, aren't you? So how does that title sit with you just now?
It's pretty good. It's a nice feeling. It's really great.
And tell us a wee bit about your kind of training that you have to do for that as well.
Yeah, so I got into the youth squad at the UK Nationals, and I've been training hard, lots of training up and down the country.
Yeah, so not just in Scotland,
No.
you have to do a bit of travel
Yeah,
as well.
in England as well.
Brilliant. So how does it feel having an event of this size on your doorstep in Scotland?
It's great getting the younger ones into it, getting them on the foil, and then getting the older ones as well on the foil.
So today we have the Epic Marathon. So you did this last year, didn't you?
Yeah.
So can you tell us a wee bit about what you're expecting today?
Yeah, so I think it should be pretty breezy out there, and just need to keep on the course, try and remember where to go. But yeah, I think it should be not too bad.
This is quite a long course, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's about 15 miles, and aiming to be about an hour long.
I mean, to Andy, that even was to think about walking 15 miles, that sounds incredible. So how long do you think that's going to take you to do?
Probably about an hour, I think.
Fantastic, that's super. And what do you think about the conditions that you've had over the last few days as well here?
They're quite good, they've sort of benefited me. They're sort of, not too light. It's been pretty fun.
And out of interest, if you were to sort of encourage, we've had lots of people coming to watch here today, how would you encourage them to get into wind sports if they were interested?
Find your local sailing club or water sports centre and just get on the water in any form possible. Just no matter what, sort of kayak, windsurf, sailing, it's great fun.
Brilliant. So Dan, as I say, you're #1 in Scotland at the moment, so what's your dreams and aspirations for next steps?
Hopefully go to the Olympics, get in the senior squad.
Brilliant. Were you inspired by what you saw in the Olympics? We had Sam Sills, GB, got
really good.
5th place, didn't he?
Great racing, yeah, really
so
excited.
how did you feel watching him then?
Really excited, yeah.
Brilliant. Well listen Dan, I believe that you can make it to the Olympics, and I hope you have a brilliant day today, the wind's in your favour, so thanks very much.
Thanks.
Okay, so that's confirmed. End of racing for today. We'll be back tomorrow from about 11 o'clock and we'll be focusing on the wings, IQ foilers, and also aim to get some techno and raceboard racing in as well. But we'll be back from 11 tomorrow, and thank you for watching. Over and out.